Good evening. Tonight, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Noordin Haji, has vowed to appeal a High Court decision quashing the prosecution of Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu. In a briefing with DCI boss George Kinoti, Haji revealed that will also submit evidence in their possession to the Judicial Service Commission for action. The High Court ruled that the case against Mwilu could not proceed because the prosecution had obtained evidence illegally. Had obtained evidence illegally.
It is a temporary reprieve for Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu, a 5-judge bench stopping her prosecution on charges of abuse of office, obtaining money through false pretenses and tax evasion. The 5-judge bench comprising Justices Helen Omondi, Mumbe Ngoge, Chacha Mwita, Francis Tuyot and William Musyoka, finding that the case against her could not be based on illegally acquired evidence.
The DCI thereby misrepresented facts and misused the court order.
The Director of Criminal Investigations, George Kinoti, acted by the judge's decision.
How could we be expecting conviction, surely, if we obtained evidence illegally? What were we to present in the court in the first place? Could we have labored all this much, invested all this much, knowing very well we didn't have a case in the first place? Who was to testify on falsely acquired evidence? Who?
Not all evidence was obtained from Imperial Bank Limited. We had other sources of evidence, and some were brought by the suspects.
The judge is admitting that the DPP was within his right to prefer charges against Mwilu. However, those touching on professional conduct be handled by the employer, the JSC.
Cases of misconduct with a criminal element committed in the course of official judicial functions or which are so inextricably connected with the office or status of a judge shall be referred to the JSC in the first instance.
We as ODPP will be filing a complaint to the JSC on her conduct and at the same time appealing on this ruling that was issued today.
The court ruling that the judicial officers did not enjoy immunity from criminal prosecution. Though her claims that her tribulations were as a result of the executive's threat to revisit the Supreme Court's decision after quashing President Kenyatta's 2017 presidential victory were dismissed, her lawyers celebrated the win.
Whilst the DCJ was targeted in her personal capacity, she also carries behind her the judicial institution. And so how she is treated or dealt with affects the judiciary as a whole.
Mwilu, who first appeared in court in August last year, is represented by over 40 lawyers. Despite the DPP's insistence that he will appeal the ruling, the president's setting judgment will have an impact on how evidence is gathered and what is admissible in court. Chamutago in Citizen TV at the Milimani Courts, Nairobi.